Hello, I'm still here on Cherished by Decathlon on this very busy Monday afternoon. What I am saying, ladies and gentlemen, is serious. Because long-standing proud Scouts communities that the good people of Liverpool have lived in for generations, there are communities, you can't replace them. You can't have stand-ins, a new Old Swan, a new Anfield, a new Tube Route, a new Walton, a new Norris Green. Okay, sir, you can't have stand-ins or replacements. So once Scousers are driven out of those areas, because that's what happens, because you don't feel welcome there, you don't feel part of it, it's an unfamiliar, unfriendly place, so you leave. Right, that's the truth. That is not me exaggerating. That's the awful truth, I'm afraid. Right? So it is important, ladies and gentlemen, right, that we oppose for any further cultural change, because if we don't, trust me, right, long term this is going to be disastrous for our city, right? It will be disastrous. Our communities will change. They will be taken from us in the sense that people leave and don't return, and the community is then gone, and there's a new resident, a new culture that resides there. That's what I mean by taken from us. I don't mean anyone's going to physically come and kick you out the house and take the community from you. What I mean is, like I say, once Scousers leave those communities, that community no longer belongs to the good people of Liverpool. It belongs to new arrivals and the culture they've brought with them. This is serious, ladies and gentlemen. I wouldn't be down here on a regular basis if I believed otherwise. This is serious. And that's why at election time, you've got to find a candidate, reliable, credible, opposed to further cultural change, and give them your vote. Because short of that, ladies and gentlemen, right, our city will be changed. Look at London as a prime example. There's many others, but that will do. Right, we've got to act and act now. Find a candidate at any forthcoming election, council elections, whenever they are, and give them your vote, right? But short of that, ladies and gentlemen, cultural change will sweep across our glorious city, changing it forever. We can't allow this to ever happen. It belongs to our children, grandchildren, and all those amazing Scousers yet to be born. Remember, say no to cultural change, yes to Scouse pride. Shout it out loud, Scouse and proud. Okay, thank you. Hello, I'm still here, Cherished outside Decathlon. Remember this, ladies and gentlemen, any noise in the background, right? Don't let it distract you from what I'm saying. What I'm saying is serious. It is very serious, right? If this is not stopped, trust me, right, we will indeed go the way other long-standing, unique communities went across the country. They were changed to such an extent, they will never, ever, ever see their former glory, right? They're gone, completely and utterly changed. It's a disgrace who's ever allowed that to happen. It is just literally a disgrace. I'm going to go now, ladies and gentlemen, but remember, say no to cultural change, yes to Scouse pride, shout it out loud, Scouse and proud. Okay, thank you. Hello, I'm at the top of Cherished now, Bold Street End, on this very noisy Monday afternoon. See, those I rightfully criticise, politicians, journalists, bogus super Scousers, they don't have an answer to what I say. They're just remaining silent. It's just the silent treatment. I've done over 1,000 videos and got nothing to say. Not one word to say. Zero. Nothing to say. Not one word. I mean, it speaks volumes, ladies and gentlemen. And also, it shows the arrogance and the contempt they have for the good people of Liverpool, believing that the people are just going to roll over and let cultural change their once proud Scouse communities into unfamiliar, unfriendly places? Do they really believe they're going to get away with this? Hey, well, I'm going to make sure they don't, because I'm going to be down here reminding them they've got a duty, right? A duty of care even, right? That's what they were elected for, to look after the good people of Liverpool, and they're not doing it. All they're doing is just ignoring Joe Owens. That's all they can do, right? And hope that the buskers on churches will just drown Joe Owens out and don't want to be listening to him. It'll just become the brunt of amusement. Well, that's not going to happen. Buskers or not, people can see what's happening across our city, right? This is serious. This is very worrying. And if it's not stopped, ladies and gentlemen, like I've said, long term, it poses a threat to our unique Scouse character, traditions and cultural identity. It's not something Joe Owens is making up. As I say, I travelled along Prescott Road yesterday, shocking. Another Scouse community now being culturally changed without the permission of the good people of that neighbourhood. It's just been done without their permission, without their say. No vote on it, it's just being done. And they don't care. Trust me, none of them care, ladies and gentlemen. If they did, they'd be addressing this. I'm sure they would. They would be addressing this outrage that's being perpetrated against our city, right? We must oppose further cultural change, ladies and gentlemen, because if we leave it too long like those other communities did across the country, then it'll be too late, right? We can't ever allow this to happen. This is our city, belongs to our children, grandchildren, all those amazing Scousers yet to be born. Remember, say no to cultural change, yes to Scouse pride. Shout it out loud, Scouse and proud. Okay, thank you.